Hello, everyone. My name is Holly from Idaho here in the United States, and you are welcome to attend this class on the job interview. So if you're looking for a job or if you're the person who has to interview, this might be a good class to join. Also, if you just want to practice English and learn more vocabulary on this topic, you're welcome to come. So come on in. All right. And so back to you, Jonathan. So you are currently looking for a job, right?
I was looking for a job. When?
Yeah, maybe I'm confusing you with somebody else.
Yes, because I am not looking for a job right
You're
now.
not looking for a job. Okay, so I am totally confusing you with somebody else who was looking for a job. So awesome. So what do you do, Jonathan?
I am a developer in a very good company here in Colombia.
Oh, awesome. I think that's right. You are the person that actually can work from home if your
Yes,
kids are sick.
yes,
Okay,
I am the
yeah. Okay.
person.
Yeah, that's I confuse so many people. It's kind of funny in some
Yes,
respects and sad
I
in another
understand
respect.
you because
Yeah.
you have many people, you talk to many people
Yeah.
every day.
Yeah, it's fun though. It's great. So, hello Giancarlo. How are you?
Hello, Holly. Fine, thank you. How are you?
Very good, thank you. And enjoying this sunny day inside my house. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
In Mexico, it's very sunny too, and it's
Uh,
incredible. It's a very nice day. Yeah.
is it? Is it? Okay. Great. Hello Anna Carolina.
Hi, Holly. My
Nice to see you
connection dropped.
again.
Thank you.
Yeah, I've been there. I know. I totally understand that happening. so, so, and then like I think it was last week I had a class where the connection dropped 3 minutes before class came. So, I didn't actually go back because there wasn't any reason to. So, Alejandro, um, and nice to see you again.
Nice to see you too.
Excellent. And this is Silvanho.
Hello, my name is
Hi,
Silvio.
Silvio. Okay. Yeah. So,
Yes,
so how are you?
I'm okay, thanks.
All right.
What about you? How are you?
Oh, I'm doing well. Doing very well, thank you. And where are you from, Silvio?
I'm from Brazil.
Brazil. Awesome. All right. And I am from Idaho, up in the Pacific Northwest or the mountain region of the U.S. So,
Hmm.
okay. All right. And hello again, Jose.
Hello, Holly.
It's 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 quite late for you, isn't it?
Yes, 1 a.m.
Yeah. Okay. So, do you have to work tomorrow?
No, tomorrow for me is day off.
Oh, okay. Well, then continue. If you had to work
Okay.
tomorrow, I would worry for you.
Yeah.
So, all right. Excellent. Yeah, let's go ahead and get started. The topic is the job interview. So, what I want you guys to do before we actually get started on the topic and learning the different words, in this lesson we will have some words. We will read through a CV and decide what the topics would be. We will practice some different interview questions and answers. And then we will watch a little video about a job interview, and then continue working on some key expressions. And if there's time at the end, we will do role plays. I know that some people hate role plays and other people absolutely love them. So if you don't like them, just let me know, and I won't make you participate if we do a role play. Really, you love them, Carolina? That's good. That's good to know. So. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. The first question I have for all of you is, can you tell us about the last job interview that you went on and how it went? So, Alejandro, can you tell what happened at your last job interview? When was it, and did you get the job?
It was on Friday.
Oh.
Yes, and it was an internal interview
Uh-huh.
for my actually company because I want to change project and work less hours.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. Thank you.
I,
And
I don't know if the internal interview.
yeah, that's exactly what it's called. Is an
Ah, okay.
internal interview. Exactly. Yeah. All right. Anna Carolina. How about you? Could you talk about the last job you were on,
Okay,
and how did it go?
I told you because I have done this class before. Um,
Oh.
the job that I have now, it wasn't an interview. It was a kind of welcoming. But before I became a dentist, I I tried to work as a salesperson,
Uh-huh.
and I went to an awful interview where there were two psychologists working.
I remember
And
you telling me about
yeah,
this one. Yeah.
and asking me plenty of questions, being nosy, and it was very embarrassing.
Uh-huh.
I tried to avoid answering all those questions
Uh-huh.
because I felt like I told you that I felt like I was a, a a suspect being arrested with a
Uh-huh.
nice guy, a nice couple, and a bad couple.
Uh-huh.
Copy. Sorry about my pronunciation. A
Uh-huh.
nice and a bad copy. Oh
Yeah,
gosh.
good cop, bad cop is what we say.
Yes, I'm sorry about my pronunciation. I
Not
don't
a
know.
problem. Okay, good cop, bad cop. Yeah. Okay. So you felt. Yeah, I remember you telling me about this because when you first said, I told you before, and I have so many classes I never remember what people say. Actually, I do, but I don't remember them until people say them. So, Alexander, how about you? Could you tell us about the last job interview that you went on, and how did it go?
Yes, it was a pretty long time ago,
Mhm.
around 2 or 3 years ago. I
Mhm.
was looking for a job, and the job that could be have something to do with your like making sites or designing and um, picture designing the pictures for sites and things like that. I'm not sure how it's called. It's like a web programmer. Yeah?
Mhm. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yes, and I was um, I went to a couple of interviews, and one of them was successful. I got a job,
Mhm.
but working in that field was not so long because I was a little bit tired of making sites, and I don't know, uh, it it looked boring for me at that time.
Mm.
But since but after a while, I felt that I I needed to go on doing this, and
Mhm.
I called to my last employer, and I told him that I want to return. I want to get back into that field, and doing this again. And he understood me. He um, gave me the opportunity to um, work again with him, and now I work part time, and I'm kind of happy that uh, after a while I realized that I I miss I missed this work.
Yeah. And it's a computer programming. Is that
uh,
what you said?
web programming,
Okay. Yeah. So web developing or
web developing.
Okay, awesome. All right. So do you like use WebEx? Not WebEx. I'm sorry. Do you use WordPress and Joomla, or do you
Ruby.
make them?
Ruby. Do you know this system?
No, say it again.
Ruby.
Ruby. No, I don't know that one.
It's kind of trendy now in this field.
Okay. Yeah, no, I'm not familiar with that at all. I'm one of those people, webmasters that are self-taught. I've put, I think, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I think 6. I've developed 6 websites, but
That's great. And
yeah.
did you do it in language like PHP, HTML, and CSS?
No, I'm completely, totally self-taught. But what I'll do is I'll do the CSS. I'll find sometimes with the HTML and the CSS, I'll find the codes, and then I'll copy and paste. So.
Well, I think that is the way how a lot of developers do.
Oh, really? Okay, good to know. So
Because
maybe I can get a
sometimes
job in that field.
Yes, because we are sometimes lazy to do it again because someone has already done this and for what?
Yeah, exactly. So, anyway, all right. So, David, how about you? Welcome.
Hi, Holly.
Hi. Nice to see you again. So, question for you. Could you tell us about the last job interview that you were on, and how did it turn out?
Sure. Okay, let me remember. Well, like I am in college, I don't apply for too much job interviews. I think the last one was just for a occasional for maybe holidays, for vacations at university, and was for helping or maybe doing task in office, like so an assistant, kind of assistant. So, but I could get the job because my time was not able to. The schedule was not okay for the job.
Okay, so you got the offered, but you couldn't take it because of the rest of your schedule. So, all right.
Yes.
All right, thank you. And Giancarlo, how about you? Could you tell us about the last job that you applied for, and what was the outcome?
Yes, Holly. It was 3 years ago, and it was a very nice interview because the interviewer was very empathic. She was a very experienced interviewer, and I liked it very much because she let me talk and she let me speak and she let me express myself in that moment. And I said, "Oh, thanks so much," because when someone or have when I have had experiences talking about interviewers, sometimes you get experience when you are interviewed by someone and you notice that the interviewer is very tactful or is very rude or he or she or they are a little bit inexperienced interviewer. And I remember that the last interview I got was very nice. I was very positive, and between the interviewer and me was a special communication, and of course I got the job in that moment. Yes.
And is that the job you're working at right now?
Yes. I was applying for as a receptionist in that moment, and I'm still working as a receptionist. Yeah.
For the company. Awesome. That's great. And so there was obviously some type of chemistry as well that you and the interviewer seemed to get along well as well.
Exactly, Holly. Exactly, Holly. And this is a very important part because some interviewers, they don't have the ability to be interviewers. And they are a little bit rude, or maybe they are in a hurry, or maybe they don't like the jobs. and it's a very crucial and very important uh, part in a company, the interviewer, because this is the first person you meet, and if
Yeah.
you don't get and if you don't get well with those kind of interviewers, you are lost because you don't get the job, and
Uh-huh.
you think negative about the company.
Yeah, and or even if you do get the job, you might you might kind of think maybe you don't want to work for this company. I was in an interview like
Exactly.
that last summer. I was like, I'm not sure about this. So, Jonathan, could you tell us about the last interview you were on and
The
what
last
was the
interview,
result?
my last interview was the interview that the people that it was made for the people in my current job, so I passed. It was a very good interview because I felt that I was able to answer every question, and it was not so hard to make. I feel that I could do better in English because they made an interview in English, and I
Mm-hmm.
think I could do it better because I was very nervous, but I think it
Mm-hmm.
was enough for them because I am working there.
Okay, awesome, awesome. All right, and Jose, could you tell us about your last interview?
Yes, it was 15 years ago. I I feel embarrassed in the beginning about the interview, but after 2 or 3 minutes, I I felt more confident about myself.
Mm-hmm.
In the beginning, I felt anxious, nervous, but after that, I felt more confident.
Mm-hmm. And is that the job that you are currently doing?
Yes, yes, yes,
Uh,
yes,
15 years ago. Wow.
yes.
So, and Silvio, how about you? Could you tell us about your last interview and how did it go?
Yes, sure. It was 3 months ago. It was
Mm-hmm.
in a shooting club. I don't know. Shooting. It's a place where you can shoot safely.
Mm-hmm.
I could answer all the questions. As usual, question like what, why do you go, or why do you apply
Mm-hmm.
for this vacancy?
Uh-huh.
That's it. I got the job, this job. This is my current job, and
Mm-hmm.
I think that's it.
Mm-hmm. All right, so you got it. Okay, excellent. And for me, as you guys know, I'm a freelancer, and so as a freelancer, you are always looking for other projects and new projects. And I had an interview about actually for this company, I had an interview about 2 or 3 months ago, and then I didn't hear back from the HR director after a couple days, and so I thought, oh, I just didn't get it. And then about 3 weeks ago, I got the person she was referring me to, the VP of training and development, sent me a message. Are you still interested? And so I got an interview and started. I'm in training now for this company, and I am basically contracting with them and contracting with Verbling. And it's perfect, so I could be busy with one or the other. So, um, but it's kind of nice to have several things going on. All right, so let's go on. Personal characteristics. So together, let's match the adjectives below with their correct definitions and discuss how important these characteristics are for your job or the job that you want to apply for. Okay, so I'm going to read the words on the right hand, on the left hand side. I have problems with right and left, everyone. So on the left hand side, and then I'll have you guys read the definitions on the right hand side. So let's start with, I'll read these for pronunciation. Number 1, experienced. 2, self-motivated. 3, communicative. 4, enthusiastic, 5, dynamic, and 6, hardworking. Okay, so let's start with Giancarlo. Can you read letter A and match that?
Sure. Experience is
No, letter A.
letter A.
Yeah, on the on the
Okay,
right.
sorry.
No
Able
worries.
to make yourself do something well.
And what would that be?
Able to make yourself do something well is self-motivated. I think so.
Yes. Self-motivated. Perfect. Okay, and David, could you choose letter B?
Sure, Holly. Able to talk to people easily and share information. Maybe communicative. Number 3.
Yeah, okay, number 3, communicative. Very, very good. Okay, and then bear with me a moment. And then Giancarlo. Wait, I just called Giancarlo, right? Who did I just call? Who was before you, David?
Giancarlo, I think.
Oh, that was Giancarlo. Okay, Jonathan. Can you do letter C?
Continually doing a lot of work. It's the 6th, hardworking.
Hardworking. Okay, excellent. All right, and Ana Carolina.
Energetically interested in something and willing to be involved in it. Enthusiastic.
Enthusiastic. Perfect. Okay. Okay, so could you say the last part, and willing to be involved in it? Can you say that just real quick?
Sure. And willing to be involved in it.
Okay, to be involved.
Okay. To be involved. Willing to be involved in it.
Okay, involved. So not volved. Involved. Involved.
Involved. Willing to be involved in it.
Okay. One of the things you're doing, Ana Carolina, is you're pronouncing the E. Okay, and you can't, and the E is completely silent. So involved.
Okay, sorry. Let me try again. Let me try. Involved.
Yes.
Willing to be involved in it.
Okay.
Better?
Yeah. Yes, very good. Much better. All right, number Jose, letter E.
Having a lot of ideas and energy. Dynamic.
Dynamic, yes.
Dynamic.
Yes. Okay, having lots of ideas and energy. Okay, and the last one, Alexander.
Having skill or knowledge because you have done something many times. It is experience.
Experience, yes. All right. And that is, is that F? So, all right. Okay. Now, question for you, Silvio. Which one of these adjectives describes you? How would you describe yourself with using these adjectives?
I think the self-motivated.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so you're self-motivated and...
Yes, I guess, I think.
Okay, all right. Alejandro, how about you? Which adjective describes you?
Self-motivated to dynamic sometimes.
Okay, so self-motivated and dynamic, okay? And Alexander, how about you?
Actually, I don't know to boast of, but
this is English boast.
To showing off. Is it correct?
Excuse me? Say that again.
To show off. Is it correct? Is it correct?
I don't. Yeah, I don't want to boast his show off. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
that's okay.
But maybe hardworking and self-motivated.
Hardworking and self-motivated. Good. All right, Jose, how would you describe yourself using one of these?
Self-motivated, communicative, dynamic, hardworking.
Okay, so 4 of them. Awesome. All right,
Yes.
Ana Carolina, how would you describe yourself?
Okay. Self-motivated,
Uh-huh.
enthusiastic, and hardworking.
Yeah, so enthusiastic and hardworking. So,
Enthusiastic,
okay, you got it.
hardworking.
Yeah, excellent. So, self-motivated, enthusiastic, and hardworking. Perfect. Okay, Jonathan, how about you? How would you describe yourself?
Enthusiastic, communicative, and self-motivated.
Okay, enthusiastic, communicative, and self-motivated. Yes. All right, and David, how about you? You're in a job interview. How would you describe yourself?
Sure, Holly. Communicative, hardworking, dynamic, enthusiastic, experience, and everything.
Oh, everything. Everything. Okay, Giancarlo, how about you?
Mm, self-motivated, enthusiastic, dynamic, hardworking. Yes, all of
Okay, so
them.
all of them. Okay, all right. And I would say I usually of these I would say that it depends on what the job is about, but usually because of my age I can use experienced experienced and hardworking are the 2 that I think that I have embodied the most, possibly enthusiastic depending on what it is. So but those are the ones. And so let's go ahead and let's read the following CV summary and fill in the header for each section with education, work experience, personal details, profile, and skills and interests. So that we have Andrea Patarino from Rome, Italy. Number 1, Alejandro, what would that be?
Personal details.
Okay, could you go ahead and read those?
Yes. Date of birth, 23 June 1980. Marital status, single.
Okay, so this word, we either say status or status.
Status.
Status or status, either one of them. So very good. All right, Alexander, can you read number 2?
Yes.
And so what would that be first of all?
Skills and interests.
No, it's not skills and interests. It's another one.
Profile.
Yes. Profile. I would personally call it like maybe more of a career summary. That's more what I would call it, something like that. But profile is what this material has. Okay, so Alexander, can you go ahead and read this one?
British Cultural Studies and English Linguistic graduate with 4 years experience in the field of international cultural cooperation, self-motivated, dynamic, and ready to meet new challenges.
Okay, so one word which is actually problematic for a lot of non-native speakers of English is this word. This actually has 2 syllables. So we have how it's pronounced actually is bear with me, co-wop, Cooperation.
Cooperation.
Yeah, cooperation. So you don't see the W there or the A, but it's there. Cooperation. And now, in just to let you know that in British English, they always spell it with a hyphen. And that actually helps with the pronunciation, because you see the hyphen and then you know that it's two sounds there. So, all right, Silvio, can you read the next one?
Okay.
What is number 3?
One moment, please.
Mm-hmm.
Skills and interests.
No, number 3. No.
University. Okay. University of Home. Okay. Education.
Education, yes.
Education.
Yeah. Could you go ahead and read that part, Silvio?
University of Rome in British Cultural Studies.
Okay, so you would say 2000 to 2005. University of Rome MA in British Cultural Studies.
Okay.
British Culture Studies.
Let me say it again.
Okay.
Education, 2000 to 2005. Okay?
Yeah, 2000 to 2005. Yes.
2005.
Mm-hmm.
University of Rome, MA in British Cultural Studies.
Perfect. All right. And Jonathan, you have a question about the years.
Yes, I don't know.
I don't understand your question, so you need to explain it.
I don't understand why is sajón, an adjective sajón, is used in years word. I don't know if that's the name of that little thing up there.
Where are you talking about?
In profile.
Under profile. British Cultural Studies in English with 4 years' experience.
There in years.
Okay, the reason for that is actually there's 2 reasons actually, because so if you have it with like this, that would not be plural. That would be singular. And this right here is for the possessive. So when you have more than one, it would be years experience. So basically this S right here, this S is making it plural. Okay, and this is making it a possession. 4 years experiences. 4 years as experience in the field.
Yes, I understand the difference between singular and plural. I mean, I thought it was just for people, things, nouns in general.
No, I'm by that because that's the reason why it's there, but I'm not sure it should be, frankly. So I'm thinking maybe they made a mistake with this material. So the best thing to do when you don't know if something is right, this is what you do. Okay, go to Google. Okay, and type in. I mean, I do this a lot. Okay, type in what is written, and then what you do is you look for a valid source. Oh, we've got something here. Years or years or years. So in business writing. So maybe this will actually explain it. So Let's make it big. So, of course, this doesn't tell us anything. Okay, let's go on to somewhere else. This is on to another one. When it comes to punctuation and stuff like that, okay. There's a phrase when you're bound to need to use when writing a CV, a bio or proposal, or showing off a whatever chat room to prove how practiced you are. So I have 1 year of experience. I have 1 year's experience. She has 12 years of experience. She has 12 years of experience. So it is correct. So it's a common. This rule applies in the same way whenever you refer to anything that belongs to a period of time. The simple answer is that it all depends on how much experience you actually have. If it's 1 year, you write years, plural, singular, and if it's multiple years, you write it with a plural. So it does take the possessive for some reason. So okay, good question, and it's something I didn't know, and I just accepted it as English and didn't even question it. So very good, excellent. And hello, Kako, welcome. So.
Hello, teacher. Nice to see you again.
Nice to see you too. All right, Jose, could you do number 4?
Okay, number 4. Work experience.
Work experience, perfect.
Work experience.
Work experience. Okay. And can you read the first line of the work experience?
Okay. 2003 present, project coordinator, British Council, Rome, Italy.
Okay, so remember, when you have a year like this, what you do is you say 2003 to present.
Ah, okay.
Okay, and all.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead, try it again.
2003 to present.
Okay. Now, and also remember, and this is because of the Spanish, it's instead of project coordinator, it's project. So remember, project.
Okay.
Exactly. All right. So the next line, Giancarlo, can you read that one?
Sure. It skills good knowledge of Windows.
No.
Which one? Which one?
The next line that starts with 2002.
Okay. 2000 from 2002 to 2003. Internship, National Youth Agency, Leicester, UK.
Yeah, and I don't know how to pronounce that city name, so that sounds good. Okay, and David, could you read the next line?
Sure, Holly. 2001 to 2002, tour guide, Tourist Information Center, Rome, Italy.
Okay, and Ana Carolina, what is the last one? Number 5.
Skills and interested.
Skills and interests.
Interests. Skills and interests.
Yeah, interests. Okay, and could you read that last section?
Sure. Its skills, good knowledge of Windows and Microsoft Office, fluent in English, certificate of proficiency obtained in 2003, well-traveled, enjoys reading and skiing.
So, IT instead of ET, IT skills.
I'm sorry.
Not a problem. That's why you're here, right?
Okay. So, IT skills.
Yeah. It's okay to make mistakes. So, all right. So let's go on. Yes.
What's the meaning of the skins? The last word. Enjoy reading and skiing.
Skiing. Oh, let me show you. You are not from a area where there's a lot of snow, right? So skiing is a sport in the areas where there's a lot of snow.
Yes, yes.
This is skiing right here.
Mhm.
I've never
Ah,
done it, which is weird because I've always lived around snow. So
yes, like a snowboard too.
yeah, snowboarding is yeah,
Yeah. Excuse me,
excellent.
Holly.
Yes,
Well,
another question.
travel. Well, travel is a nice word to say that I love traveling. Is that?
Yeah. It isn't just that I love traveling. It's just that you've actually had you are, like, for example, I am well traveled because I have actually I've traveled to 14 different countries. My twin sister, who was, born the same time as me, has only traveled to Mexico and Canada, so she is not as well traveled as I am. So
Okay. Yeah, I got it. Yeah. Well
yeah.
traveled.
So that's
Thank you.
it. That's what it means. All right, good question. Any other questions here?
Okay. I would like to know the pronunciation about two or two, for example, 2002, 2003. Two or two.
Okay. It really doesn't matter in a lot of ways. It depends on how you speak. 2002 to 2000 in American English. How I would say this, okay? I would say, let me read the whole thing. All three of the dates. This list right here, these dates, and see if you can hear it, okay? 2003 to present. 2002 to present.
Okay.
2001 to present. So I don't actually do to. It's more of a to present. Okay. To present. Now it is actually the word to, but in of course as native speakers we speak faster and we combine the words together. So 2002 to present, 2001 to 2002. Okay, or 1983 to 1985. Do you hear the two? 1983 to 1995.
Okay, thank you.
You hear it? Now, as non-native speakers, maybe you need to say to. You can try the to and see if other teachers will accept it. But keep in mind that this actually is usually when you're reading those dates that you do say the two, and also keep in mind once you get to this year's, like this year right now we've got 2015, you can actually say it this way. For example, I lived in the States I lived in Canada from 2010 to 2015. Okay, now this 2000 to 2010 or 2009, you need to actually say the thousands. But when you get to anything above 2010, you can actually shorten it and say 2010. So 2010 to 2015, 2020 to 2030. I will be in my 50s from 2020 to 2030, for example. Okay. All right. So let's go on. Let's look at the following difficult questions. Excuse me. The difficult questions that you might hear during a job interview. And so let's start with Kako, since you just arrived. Kako, how would you describe yourself? So let's see if you can practice that. Kako, are you there? Okay, maybe.
Hey, teacher.
Okay, now he's here. Okay. Okay.
Can you repeat, teacher, please?
Yeah. So, Kako, you're in a job interview, okay? And I am interviewing you for my personal assistant or something like that, okay? And I want to know, just first question, how would you describe yourself?
I am an experienced professional, self-motivated, and excited by working with working for your company.
Very good. So, self-motivated and excited about working for your company. Okay. 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 And in that respect, I wonder, what do you guys think? Would he also need to explain why he's an experienced professional?
Okay, I am an experienced, self-motivated, and excited professional about working for your company.
I wouldn't say professional about, but what I'm saying is, at this point, does anybody have an opinion? At this point, these are very good answers, very good, Kako. But at this point, does he need to say, for example, I'm an experienced professional where I spent 15 years at the Bank of Hong Kong, and therefore I'm very self-motivated and I'm excited about working for your company. Does he need to add more information? Any opinions here?
I think he does. He does need to give the explanation of that, because not everyone is going to believe it just for saying it. So I think we should say why we are experienced professional if we say that.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's one thing. As far as what you said, Kako, it was very good. I would say more. I would say more as to why you are an experienced professional, why you are self-motivated, and then why you are excited about working for the company. But those are very good. Okay. So let's go on to David. David, what influenced you to choose a career in finance? I think that's what you're studying, right?
Yes, you remember.
It's weird. I remember details, but I never remember what country y'all are from. So.
That's strange. Sure. I think that my influence come because in high school I was very good with mathematicians and calculating numbers and things, and I always take care of my budget, the money that I have to spend, and the banks and the stock market was always very very, I don't know how to say, very attractive for me. So, and I think that I could earn good money, so I decided to study finance for that reason.
Okay. And no, am I under the impression that you actually use the Bloomberg app on your phone?
I have used Bloomberg in the college.
Oh, okay. Awesome. Now that's good to know. All right. So, and let's go to Giancarlo. If I remember right, you're a programmer? No, wait. You are a receptionist, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Okay.
I work as a receptionist. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So how has your university education prepared you for a job in this company?
Yes, the university gave me the tools and the information I needed in that moment in order to be a good receptionist. I selected to be a receptionist because working in hotels and working in those kind of areas is a passion for me. So yes, I considered the university I studied in gave me the tools, the important tools to be a good receptionist in this case.
Okay. So are you a receptionist or are you a clerk?
No, I am a receptionist, a front desk clerk. A front desk
Okay.
clerk is the
Front
name
desk,
of
yeah.
my job.
Yeah, because a receptionist, just to let you know, I think it's better for you to say when you're talking to people in English, it's better for you to say you're a front desk clerk, because when I think of a receptionist, I think of when you walk into a just a regular company, and she's the person that does the switchboard, but she's usually a woman, has very little responsibility. But as
Yes.
a front desk clerk, having worked, I actually was a front desk clerk for a couple summers, and having worked as a front desk clerk, you have more responsibility than you would as a receptionist.
Yes, and
Um,
of course, working in hotels, it gives you the opportunity to work in different areas. For example, I was working as a butler's coordinator.
uh-huh.
Yes, butler's coordinator and as a front desk clerk, both.
Awesome. So have you also worked as a purser yet, or as a concierge? I can't even say it right.
Concierge.
Yeah.
Yeah, concierge, I think so. Yes, I
Uh,
work. Well, no, no, no. I didn't work
Not
as a
yet.
concierge. No, no,
Uh-huh.
no, no. But as a butler's coordinator and as front desk.
Awesome. All right. Who knows? One day, some of us in this classroom will be traveling, and we'll run into you. So we'll be at a hotel. It's like, oh, Giancarlo, are you the same guy on Verbling?
I could be great.
That would be funny. So
Yeah.
you'll recognize my name. Oh, you're the Verbling teacher. I remember you from.
Oh, you are Holly. Welcome, Holly. Nice staying in the property.
And of course, I'm going to want a free upgrade. So, right,
Of
everyone?
course, of course, of course.
Yeah. All right. So next one, Jonathan, how would you describe yourself in terms of your ability to work as a member of a team?
It's very hard, this question.
Is it?
And I would describe myself in terms because I can leverage the rest of my team with my skills, because in the jobs that I have been work before, I have helped a lot my team, because I know many things, many programming languages.
Uh-huh.
So I have helped them with many concepts and the how-tos for many applications, including the web and the desktop applications.
Mm-hmm.
And I am also very communicative. I can be the bridge between my partners, between my coworkers, because it is very easy for me to say what I want to say and what we need to do, and to be very straightforward, very direct with the things I need to say and we need to do for completing a project. So I think I can leverage almost any team.
Mm-hmm. Awesome. Awesome. It sounds like you are like the go-to person in your company.
More or less, yes.
You can be the go-to person. Awesome. All right. Next person, Anna Carolina. Tell me or tell us about a major problem you recently handled. Were you successful in resolving it?
Olha, Toto, I've been handling a problem right now. The City Hall turns out requirements that we made to readjust our wage according to the inflation.
Uh-huh.
And we are on strike now, and we won't give up.
Mm-hmm.
We are going to make a demonstration on Wednesday. It will start in a place far away from here, and it will finish in front of the city hall.
Mm-hmm.
Um, we've been signing petitions and stuff. What else can I say? I am trying to solve it by talking to the union,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and
Yeah.
that's all.
Okay, excellent. Thank you very much. And I think that's will you keep me posted on what is actually what happens, because I'm kind of interested in hearing more. Anna Carolina?
Yes, teacher.
Yeah.
Actually, there are a lot of people who are hired because of nepotism,
Uh-huh.
and
Uh-oh.
then the mayor has been has been saying that it's not possible to give anyone uh, to give
All right.
anyone raises,
Mm-hmm.
but we we won't accept it.
Mm-hmm.
And well, a lot of people have been joining us,
Mm-hmm.
such as teachers from public schools, dentists, doctors, professionals that the population really needs. And then she will have to figure out that the best way to solve it is to cut down on something that's not as important as
Mm-hmm.
the workers, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe um, maybe she could find people who are who are working but are not essential. Did you teach me once uh, claim claim mentality or
No,
something like that?
that wasn't me.
No?
Yeah, it must have been somebody else.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't remember that word. So,
Yes, I must have modeled it.
yeah. All right. And then to go on, Jose, how do you handle pressure?
Mm. Um, I do handle pressure. I feel more relaxed. I feel more relaxed when I do some exercise, things like that.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so okay, so when you are stressed, you exercise.
Yes,
Very
yes.
good. Good answer. Very good answer. Okay. Okay, Alejandro to work for this company. So it's ABC company
Yes,
doing web design.
yes, I think your projects are very interesting. Um, mm, your company is very important here in
Uh-huh.
my country. I think it's a good opportunity for me to improve my skills.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. Thank you. And one more question, and it looks like my computer is frozen. So Silvio, are you still there?
Yes, yes. Holly? Hello? Hello?
I think she got frozen.
Hello? Holly?
Maybe she's preparing her next class.
Hello? Can you hear me?